No.
Show up. Okay. Can you go on the console and try to get the tax value again? Is it set there?
Get value.
Yeah.
Zero, right?
Interesting. Okay, can you go back on the TTO? I think there is not a return. I want to see which return is open. Maybe that's why it's causing the problem.
And the code this?
Yeah, no, in the UI, if you go back to that first test that we have, the Virendra test, that return, and let's try setting it in that.
Which one we in the test?
No, I mean in TTO locally that you've opened, the
Yeah,
UI.
Yes.
Yeah, can you close this console? If you go back on my returns, in the left nav, my returns. Yeah, view all tax returns. Let's see.
Get the first, getting the first sheet, which you were to order, I set up,
Also, is the province of the return Alberta or is it something else? Can you go back on the yards? This one. Yeah, let's see here.
And at that time you were doing
I just want to check. Maybe the province is different. That's why.
It's sort of.
Simrat, there's a multiple calls happen during the this timing. So we need to join only this one, or is there any other meeting we need to join as well? Like
No, I think stand-up is okay because we have the sprint planning and all very late in the afternoon. So I think that will be very late for you guys. So that's fine. You can just join the stand-up. Sorry?
Is there a demo one also?
No, there is no. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much. I think the stand-up is the only thing you might need to join. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Why is the tax home left now not showing up for you? Okay, can you click done with medical? Like if you go back to tax home from here, let's see. Okay. If you go, I just want to see one thing. Personal info. Can you go on that way? Personal info. I want to see if the province is Alberta. That's all. Yeah. Edit.
So I'm talking to you.
It should be Alberta.
Okay, it should be. Yeah, I mean, because we're setting it for that. Yeah, that's why. Okay, yeah, can you go on province of residence? It's not set. Yeah, here, edit.
It is mentioned. It is Alberta is mentioned here.
Yeah, so it should be. I'm thinking that's why it's maybe not getting set because there is no form for it.
I am thinking it is a fun text. I don't think this is that.
Yeah, because like there are different provinces here, and then everybody has like a different tax. So yeah, just write no and all. Yeah, that's okay. Select anything, doesn't matter. Yeah, continue.
I'm thinking this is some text name is. That's why I'm not selecting Alberta here.
That's okay. Okay, now let's see if this okay. Now can you go back in the 2025 tax return? Just go on tax home again.
Here?
Like up left. Yeah. If you select this here.
Okay, but I had.
Yeah, if you scroll down, there should be a provincial section. No, in progress. Yeah, the to-do one. Yeah, go on that. Provincial tax credits Alberta. Yeah, let's start. Yes.
I had no copy here. he went CFP.
Okay, yeah, just select that. Select the checkbox, yeah. Let's see if we can. Yep, continue.
These things already there in the specs. Like, what is the basic details should be there?
Not really, because this is like they just tell you which page to make the change in, because they just assume that we have the context there. But I know it's understandable because you're doing maybe for the first time. That's why you maybe don't have that much context for it. But yeah, I get your point. Just write anything. Yeah.
Continue.
Other mentioned that he was
There should be this page coming in.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this is right. So now go on the debug console again, and now setting the value again. Let's see if this sets it in.
Do we select here sample? Or
No. That's just a sample that you have. Yeah. Okay, so it's 0. Now let's set that again to 45 and from the console, and let's see if we can get that again. Yeah. Okay, now we set that. Now let's try refreshing it again. If you go back on the UI, if you click on back and then just continue again, let's see if we can get that.
No, it is 0.
That's weird. Okay. Can you send me the? Okay, I had sent you the link for the spec. Let me check what you're missing. There might be some other condition that you may have to check.
Right now, the one we had yesterday was at 6 a.m. 6:50. But if I am the only one, it's not it's not time for me. The rest of the team to get up at 6:50 long. We will see if it will die out because then plus we have like all the time to do it.
Okay, so it's automatically calculated. Let's see in the test scenarios to test. This it should automatically come. That's weird. Yeah, so if inspect like the question that you asked, if you scroll down on the left nav items that there are, and if you path to reach interview, can you see that at the end? Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, this one. So this will have the steps on how to get. So like what we did, if you scroll up a bit, scroll up. The path to, this one. So in the initial interview, like this is what we did. We selected Alberta as the province of residence. And then we went to provincial credits. Like you were asking the step-by-step how we reach there, right? So it's mentioned in the spec.
Okay.
So this will tell you how to reach that step and how to test that. So this is like provincial credits and choose applicable tech tax credits. Okay. Okay, so this value should come from the back end because there is nothing else that we need to do. We just need to create a return. It appears in the summary. So it should be coming from the back end. Okay, that's weird. Okay, let's do one thing. Can you raise a PR for that? Let me try to pull it into my system and check where the issue could be. And let me get back to you. There is probably something in the backend or the profile team hasn't pushed something yet.
One thing we can also do, we can push the branch by branch, so or we can raise the PR.
Yeah, exactly. Pull the changes, push the changes. Yeah, perfect.
And one thing to check, what is the process to say, like is in process to say, like after PRS, like there's a multiple, let me show my tickets, which is one. This one. So there is some multiple tasks also there, like this one, this one, this one. So what is what we need to do for this one? Like
Yeah.
first one, we need to do this one when we start looking, or once we raise the PR.
No. So basically, so the whole story will be assigned to you that you are working on this whole story. So I'll explain the whole process. So firstly, the tax analysts are working on these spec documents in the sprint. And once they finalize that, in the next sprint, they open a dev story. Like this is a dev story to work on for that spec. So now the subtasks are the dev implementation. That means when you start doing the code change, you assign this subtask to yourself and put that in progress.
Okay.
So this goes on till you start doing the code change, till you raise a PR, and that if that gets merged, then you close the subtask. This is basically the whole dev implementation that you do.
Okay.
Now, if your change has included some like playwright regression test update, then you can use this subtask, or it's fine if it doesn't impact your test cases. And once your changes are in qual, when like you merge your PR, and you should verify that in qual that your changes are correct. Then you probably put it in the TTO compliance channel that, oh, you know, this ticket is up for testing. So the testing in qual will be picked up by a TA to verify that whatever is in the spec is now matching to what is there in the core.
So I think while we developing the code, so we are just, this is the subtask for us, for me. This one, if you're gonna do some testing, so this one also, but this is for the testing purpose, like
exactly.
the testing.
For TA. Yeah. So you can assign the dev implementation subtask to you, put that in progress.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to like showcase whatever status of the current story is.
Okay, this one as well.
So if you go on the assignee, oh, you don't have permissions to do that, I think. Okay, that's okay. I can do that for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll assign that to you and put that in progress. You can just push the changes to your branch and send them to me. I'll try to pull and see, you know, what the issue might be.
Yeah, also one thing we need to check, as per the story point, this is the 5. So how many days we need to like focus on the development, and how many times, well, how many days for this one?
It's 5 points for each day. That is what we do here.
So what-
5 means
five?
Sorry?
5 story point means 1 day.
Yeah.
For
that means
developing or testing also.
No, for developing. Yeah. Usually the testing is included in there. But it usually goes more than 1 day because, you know, by the time you request a review and you merge it, it'll be not in the same day. But like usually it's mostly for the dev implementation. If you feel next time that, oh, you know, this work is maybe not 5, just raise it to the team that, oh, you know, this could be a 10 easily. But because this change was a straightforward, like kind of like a 1-2 line change, that's why we put it like, oh, it's a low effort change. So maybe it's 5 point. If like, let's say in the spec, there were like 10s or 12, like 10, 12 changes, then maybe we could have put it as a 10 because that will take some more amount of time to do. So it's not exactly days, but like days or effort, like combined. That's how we plan. Yeah.
And also one thing we need to say, this one, this is done. Okay, so one thing, when we set up the Cursor, so they are asking to install I1 ID separately. So actually I did not use the Cursor previously. So is there any plugins to set up here in the IntelliJ, because always we are working in the IntelliJ?
Yeah. So
Like
what I
how
usually
can
do
you
is
use
use Cursor for like getting the code recommendation, but just use IntelliJ for like running and raising pull request and all. But if you want, there is Kodo, I think, which is a lot of people use. So you can use Kodo. I'll see if I found a documentation for that. I can send that your way. So that is also the same thing. Like it'll open like a chat window and do stuff for you. So you can use it. Otherwise, I just keep Cursor in one tab, open IntelliJ in one, and just work back and forth.
Okay, like this.
Yeah, I'm just like asking what all code changes, but like doing the major work on IntelliJ itself. But that's preference. Yeah, you can also install Kodo plugin on IntelliJ and work with that if you find that more comfortable.
Okay, sure. Arya, do you have any questions regarding
Yes.
the ticket as well?
Yes, Simrat.
I think
Simrat, I
one
got
ticket is assigned to
assigned
the-
a new ticket, so I
Yeah.
want some overview regarding this. So shall I share my ticket number?
Yes,
Yeah. Can you put it on the like the DM thing that we have? Let me just quickly check that ticket.
These could be also super.
Do you have the ticket or should I send?
Yeah, I have. I'm sharing.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect.
I have shared.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this is interview changes to profile losses. Okay.
So how to navigate to this step?
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. So now, if you see in the spec, this is the header and scope. This is like the basic summary of the spec about what changes we need to check. Like if there are any red ball or validations or if
And what is
any
red ball?
provinces. Sorry?
Red ball? What is red ball?
So red ball is basically validation. So that's let's say if you enter any amount which is not valid, so it will give you a validation on top of that. Let me just show
Error
you.
message. Yeah. Validation error message.
Okay, client. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so something like if I write done with. Oh, I didn't enter, but yeah, I'll show you that in the screenshot if that's that. So the next thing is high level scope. So what we have to do is impacting investment losses for all provinces and updates to this deduction focus on the removal of period one. So this is kind of like all the tax information. You can just like read through it once. This is the acceptance criteria.
I think this is
there's
different.
a-
Wait for a second.
This is different. Is it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is assigned to Arya.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
is
got it.
like it is.
Okay, I got assigned this. Correct one.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. So there are basically 4 tasks that we have to do here.
Okay.
There's a red warning box which we have to remove.
Okay.
We have some part 1 column and fields. We'll see them in detail. And red ball messages, 2 red ball messages that we have to add or.
Okay.
So now if you go on the interview changes here, you will see this is a warning box on step S profile losses.
Okay.
If you see here, step, so we have to remove this.
Okay.
Okay. So there is no red ball for this. This is the first change that we have to do.
Okay.
So what we usually would do is let me go in the IntelliJ. If you just search by that step name, you can find the code for that. And in TTO, remember the debug console that I showed? If you enter the step name there, you can just directly traverse to that step
Yes,
as well.
yes.
So let's see. This is S-able 2. Okay. So I'm going to search for that. So this is an easy one. This is not what Virendra worked on because that was a JSON step. This is an XML step. So this is much more easier to traverse through. And we have to remove, what is it? Oh, sorry, this is S profile losses. My bad. Okay, this is also, and so we target the English file as well because the French one would automatically be translated when you raise the pull request.
Okay.
So only make changes to the English file. So this is the capital gains. So this is the box that we have. So what we do is we just remove this whole thing.
Okay, got it.
And your box would be gone.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one thing. Then the next one is
So
S
step
able to.
above step we don't need to do any changes before step S underscore ABIL in this
Yeah.
page only.
So these are all the like 4 changes we saw in the spec. This is the first change on
Okay.
this step to remove this. Now another step, this one we have to make this
Above that
specific
it
change.
has
So
written
it's-
no changes required for step SABIL.
Of this one, yeah. This
Yeah.
one.
Oh no, ignore that. Maybe that's just like a misstep. Yeah, no, ignore that one. Oh yeah, S-able is not. This is required. Yeah. So this step it doesn't require any change.
Okay.
This one does.
Okay.
It's a bit funky because this is the interview here and it has multiple steps. So maybe they just kind of aligned it to, this interview has this step, which doesn't need any change.
Okay.
This step will need change. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you see these columns here. So we will go to this step. And, here, whichever like column you figure out, which one is the business investment loss, let's say. Business investment, losses. Whichever column is highlighted there, you just have to remove that thing.
Okay.
Oh, column
So
fields
to
and heading that need to be removed. It's all in red that you have to remove from this page.
okay.
Okay, now the red balls that we have to do is remove red balls on the following fields. Again, in the same step. Validate small business. So let's see this one here. Where is this? Okay, so this is here. Remove red ball. There is no red ball here. Validation. Okay, so I think this change is already done for you most probably, because might be because when somebody was rolling over, they already did that. So you might not need to do this, but like just check again. And then for this one, you have to remove. Okay, I see. This is the error message. That's the red ball that they're talking about.
Okay.
So when this validate calc function returns false, that means the red ball is triggered.
Okay.
So this is the validation function to trigger this error message here. So is that the same one that they want? Yeah. So date of disposition before validate calc. So we have to remove this error message and this validate calc here on this field.
Okay. And we
Okay,
will put
and-
this field as empty.
No. The field would be there. Like this is an input field which has like something end.
Okay. So validate calculate field will be there, but the value will be empty, right?
Yeah, so if you just remove the validate calc and this error message here, the field would still be intact. So you can enter, like the user can enter information, but we just won't validate anything on that field.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is again, so now if you have to add, let's say 2 red balls in one single field, this is how you can do. You can create one more input field, type hidden.
Okay.
You put a validate calc inside here and an error message. Now see how this is again in the input tag itself. So we can put 2 validation in one field like this here.
Okay.
So we have to remove this as well because this is date of acquisition after validate calc. And this is what they want us to remove. You entered. They have also mentioned the error message that we need to remove.
Okay.
Okay, so these 2 we have to remove. Okay, note to dev, these validations are local to steps, this thing. Please stop the trigger and remove the method from the source code. So again, go to the Java file for this step, sable2 Java, and you can remove the validate calc functions as well because that's what's written in the spec.
Okay.
Okay, I can show that to you as well. So we go to sable.java and if I search for this, yeah. So this is the function that like calculates the validation here.
Okay.
So you just remove this 2 from here and any test cases that might be associated with it. Okay.
Okay.
Now these 2 new red balls we have to apply is input date current year. Again on sable2 we are going to remove those 2 and we're going to add these 2 here. So you can take the again, like how this is created, just use this example. You create a function in the backend, whichever they've mentioned, whatever the condition is. And then you add it in here, like whatever input field they've mentioned, put an error message. If it doesn't have any validation, you can just enter an error message like this. Mention that method in the validate calc. But if it already has one, you create another input field in the same input hierarchy. Put an error message here, put a validate calc here. Okay. Like you can use plenty of examples here for validations to add these 2.
Okay.
So that's all the changes that we need to
In
do.
ID, I need to put step ID. Or go to the IntelliJ.
Yeah, so it's written, the step ID is sable2.
Yeah.
So
But
it's basically just steps you're changing, sable2 and s profile losses, that's it.
okay.
Yeah, and for testing again, yeah, you can go back here. Like let's say you open this in your local, the vm.turbotax. You okay, one they would have written to how to reach that, I think. No. Oh yeah. So if you see the scenarios to test section here, path to reach interview.
Okay.
So select tax profile and then your tax profile and then navigate to this page here. Select losses from this year or prior, like they'll tell you step by step what to do. Okay, you can also do one thing is select deductions and then losses, which should direct you to S profile losses. So if I go here, like the steps that they have told, for the S profile losses, the red warning box that you have to remove, you can just directly search for losses. Okay, and it should take you to. So one more thing you can do, debug, annotate step. This will show you the step number on here. So if I continue, you will see I can see the step ID
Yeah.
on whatever this UI is showing. So I go on losses, I select all of them, let's say. So this is the S-able step. We don't need any change here, okay? This is the S-able 2. We need to remove this section here, whatever is mentioned in the spec. So you can just test while in your local, just go on losses and go there. There should be an S profile losses somewhere. Let's see. If you can't find it, just go on the debug step and you can go directly through that. Okay. There. Okay. And that's good. Okay, if it doesn't show up there, that's all right. We can go S profile losses here and see, you can see this step here. So you just have to remove the warning box. So when you go back here, this shouldn't be there while you're testing locally.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Just you can put it in the Slack chat. If I get time, I can just reply there.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Thanks.
Great then. Yeah. Virendra, you can just send me your branch and I'll pull in the changes and see what the issue might be.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions you guys might have?